Climbing the equivalent of the 110 stories of the World Trade Center. Good evening and thanks for joining us here for the news at 9. I'm Mike Landis. Area first responders and members of the community did just that today to honor and remember the firefighters who lost their lives in the 9/11 attacks. Ashley Eddy watches it all happen today at the Memorial Stairclimb. A very somber morning out there for sure.
Yeah, Mike, as you can imagine, it was a pretty emotional day as hundreds of people climbed the stands at Missouri State University's football stadium, including some firefighters wearing their full gear, just as their brothers and sisters did 20 years ago. The firefighters' black boots head up the stairs from the Memorial Stairclimb here in Springfield, remembering the 343 firefighters who did the same 20 years ago, but never came down.
To me, you know, a little bit of suffering is an easy way to remember that how terrifying it must have been going up that stairwell and not knowing what you're going into, not knowing if you're coming back.
Local firefighters say the task isn't easy.
You figure it out and put one foot in front of the other and you get through it.
But it's more than worth it to remember the first responders who gave their lives.
Each of these climbers is climbing 110 stories, which is the equivalent of about 2,200 stairs. And so you'll see them climbing both on the east and west side.
Coordinator Jim Ludden says every climber carries the name of a hero.
They'll pass by and give memorial tribute to them by ringing the bell and saying their name.
Thomas Casoria, Engine 22.
And then signing their name on our hose bundle as they finish out the course.
Engine 226 is David DeRubio, and I've got a badge from Rescue 4, William Mahoney.
Springfield Fire Department Captain Christopher Rausch says it allows for a moment of reflection.
Trying to take a minute to stop and think about what some of us and our peers have sacrificed for us all to be here.
Ludden says the Stairclimb event showed him years ago that he wanted to be involved with the fire service for the rest of his life.
When something happens to our family, it touches home with us, and it's no different in this case. Our families were murdered, and so it's nothing least that we can do than to remember them these 20 years later.
Ludden tells me they have people participate in the Stairclimb from all over the area. He says it's a simple way for people to fulfill their promise to never forget what happened on September 11th.